But here we are in a game that we didn't know we were playing today. It seemed like we might have to take the day off today, but we mustered, we rallied, we got through all the exciting news. The secrets were revealed.
There are 4 of them.
There are secrets on the board.
I really wasn't paying attention, huh?
The table today set up for us by Mr. Smipner, who made a beautiful table, and I'm certainly happy to play on it. All right, no grand army on parade today, but I'll be fielding 2 squads of Crew Carnivores, 20 crew each. Each squad will have a shaper. I will field 2 squads of Crew Hounds, 4 hounds each. I'll field a Crew Tux. I'll field 2 squads of Vespid, a squad of Fire Warriors, 1 of these Ethereals, all the Crisis Suits in Commander Brightside, no enhancements. And then I'll also have 1 unit of Gun Drones, all the Shield Drones. None are the Marker Drones because, 10th edition, and I'm like, come on, man, I painted those, and they look great. They're really some of my favorite models. They're hot, they're busting bright, and I love them, but I just don't have a purpose for them now. Facing off against the forces of the Eldar. They're not really so Uthway anymore. I miss being like we're fighting Uthway.
Because we're not anymore. It's just,
You might have to name your own Craftworld. How you like that?
we're not a Craftworld anymore. Are you kidding me? Eldred has summoned. Eldred is moving up in the world. He's making real things happen.
You're going to be Yanari soon enough.
Yeah, exactly.
We have a Falcon Grav tank with a Lance, a Pulse Laser, and a Shuriken Cannon. We have a squad of Dire Avengers. We have a squad of Guardians. We have the Death Jester. We have the Rangers and Amelin Shadow Guide, who is representing Illic Nightspear's rules. We have the Wraith Lord, and then we have the Warlock Conclave that's been giving me a lot of problems recently.
Sweet.
I see you've got the Leviathan mission deck out.
Yeah.
Is it Leviathan Day?
Well, it seems like a good thing for the Tau, right?
All right, let's go.
The Tau have been having a hard time.
I don't know if I'm ready for this.
Oh, are we over here?
Everything's shuffled. You can pull the top card. You can pull from the middle. I don't care which card you pull.
What are we doing first?
I don't remember
Primary?
what's what.
This is clearly primary.
All right, do it. Get a little magic.
Vital ground.
What is Vital Ground?
After setting up the battlefield, remove the objective marker in no man's land that's closest to the center of the battlefield.
Okay.
And each command phase, you score victory points as followed. If you hold the one in your deployment zone, you score 2. For each one in no man's land, you score 5. And if you control your opponents, you score 6.
Well, groovy. So we're holding points.
Yep.
All right, what's the next one?
The next one, shuffle the remaining mission cards together before drawing 2 new mission cards.
Oh.
Vox Static. The command, reroll, and new order stratagem both cost 2 CP.
That's hysterical.
That is so brutal.
And what's the next one?
Sweep and clear. In this mission, if a player controls an objective marker at the end of their command phase, that objective marker remains under their control, even if they have no models in range of it, unless their opponent controls it at the end of any subsequent command phase.
Sticky objectives.
Weird.
It's a good one for our we have 2 mobile armies. And so that's a good one today. You can leave your objective, but you might end up giving it up.
Yeah.
Now, the one I would say is the more important one. Which map is it?
Which map is it? So we got these. We want to find out where we're fighting.
Oh, no, I got to do it. I don't want the magic to be on me. Oh. I want this one.
You want that one right there?
Dawn of War.
Dawn of War.
So objectives have gone down. We have 1 here. We have 1 here. 1 there. And 1 in the road. And then the center of the table is vacant. Who is the attacker and who's the defender? I got a 4. And you cannot keep a dice on the table. Just can't do it. The table is 8 by 4, dude. It takes up the whole room. Is that a 3? All right. Do I want to be the attacker or the defender? We have deployed. And the tower mostly on the line. We have the Fire Warriors. Kroot. Krutux. 2 packs of dogs. And then the stealth team is deployed forward. Dire Avengers. Falcon with the Wizards. The Guardians are not guarding anybody. They don't have anybody in the squad with them. That's funny. We have the Wraith Lord, the Death Jester, who is a lone operative, and then forward deployed the Rangers here. And then in Deep Strike, the Tau will be deep striking 2 unit of Espid, the Crisis Suits, and the Commander. So all my recruits will have to make their scout move, but first we have to find out who's going to go first. Do you want to go first?
Not really.
I got a 2. You got a 1. The first turn belongs to the Tau. As scout moved this unit forward, the crew talks up on the bridge. These guys shuffled around, and the dogs reversed. Now I get to make a move and have a turn. The Tau have moved. But I drew cards first. And one of my cards is Investigate Signals, and the other is Extend Battle Lines. So what I've done is I've moved these hounds into the corner. These hounds advanced up the road. This squad of crew stayed put. The crew talks came back down. The Fire Warriors ran into the corner. And then this squad of crew carnivores advanced onto the objective. And then the Stealth Suits jumped up here with every intention to murder the Death Jester, but the Death Jester said, wait a minute. What's the Death Jester have to say?
Overwatch.
Overwatch? Oh, wow.
He made
man.
a jump. He was like, ah. Jeez.
All right, the command point goes in the bucket for the Overwatch.
Here's a hit.
He's hit once.
And I have an enhancement that lets me treat this as an unmodified 6.
He hits twice. Give me a second to
With
check.
my sustained hits 3, that's 8 hits. Strength 6.
Toughness 4, you want 3s.
3s. And I am an elf. And that is going to be 4, 6, 7. This one is devastating wounds. So that's 2 devastating wounds at -1, and then 6 more at -1 for 2 damage each.
All right. The devastating wounds does 2. That kills a guy. These I need to save on 4s.
Wow, you do really well. Command reroll is 2 command points.
It is. I can't do it. So I've lost 2. So you guys, first move of the game. I felt so good a second ago. I think that your Death Jester needs to die.
No, he will live.
So what needs to happen now is shooting needs to happen, and I have very little. Because he is a lone operative, I can't shoot at him except for with him. Everybody else advanced or is doing point scoring stuff. So I have 1 shot on the field from the Fusion Blaster into the Death Jester. We want to hit you on a 4 and we miss. But I will spend...
Nope.
I can't because it's 2 command points.
I'm loving that.
Well, I guess that's that then. I got nothing. But I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I just scored 9 points though. Because Investigate Signals scores me 2 and 2. And then Extend Battle Lines. This bums me out. This is a bummer. The Death Jester's got to die. I think I might have to throw 20 crit at him. Not because it's a good play, but because I'm chafed. This is a 6 and that is a 6, and now that's 8 hits. It's ridiculous.
It's awesome,
He's got to go.
Well, am I doing that wrong?
No.
I put the enhancement on it, and I
I
used my
don't
strain to fade.
blame you at all.
That's awesome.
I need to throw some Space Marines at this army. It's going to make me feel way better.
And Overwatch. You made him flinch. You know, he's like, suddenly there's a stealth here.
The Space Marines will survive that, though, and then we'll just go do it with our fists. So it is your turn, 1. Do you draw cards?
Yeah, I've got capture enemy outpost and bring it down.
What do you got to bring down? My Crisis team?
Apparently.
And my outpost is here.
Yes.
Come get it. The Eldari have moved. This unit has shifted over to look at Kroot. The Wraith Lord watched through the door into the ruin. The Guardians behind him, that objective is sticky. These Die Avengers made an advance move, and the Wave Serpent with the Warlocks and Eldred have come down the road, and it is now time to shoot.
Yes.
Who do you want to start with?
We're going to start with the Death Jester.
Who's he going to shoot at?
He's going to finish assassinating this Crisis team who dares to... Or Stealth team, excuse me.
You -1 to hit.
Why?
Because he's stealthed.
I'm still going to be sustained hits 3. And then I'm going to treat one of these as a 6.
Of course.
So 6 hits, strength 6.
Toughness 4.
I want 3s. And I am an elf. 2 are devastating.
He's just gone.
2 damage each.
I'd like to apologize to our executive producer who painted these stealth suits. I felt real good about my forward force, my forward deployment. And then, come on, man. What am I supposed to do about that? That's absurd.
That's absurd.
It's absurd. So the stealth team is gone.
What do you do about that? You don't charge your stealth suits headlong into assassinate them. That's what you do about it.
We got a big game of Space Marines versus Eldar coming. I'm going to mollywop you. Oh, my God. I'm going to dance on you, son. Who's next?
You sound real confident.
In my Space Marines, I am.
Space Marines. 68 advanced, so they won't shoot, but not that they would have gotten shots anyway.
Yeah.
You know, which is why they advanced, because they're out of the fight. So over here, we're going to work on the Wraith Lords shooting. No, we'll do the snipers first, because I might shoot them out of line of sight or something, you know?
All right.
2 guys can't see, leaving 6, 8, and Shadow Guy.
You -1 to hit.
-1 to hit, I want 3s. 4s. And I'm an elf.
And you cannot keep the dice on the table.
3 hits. That would save you a lot of hits.
I am toughness 3.
Toughness 3, I want 3s. And I reroll to wound. 3 at -1 for 2 damage each.
-1 I can't save, but I do have feel no pains. But that's a dead crew. That crew is saved on boxcars. And that's a dead crew. I've lost 2 crew.
And then Shadow Guide hits. And then I wound strength 6 out of 2.
What is that dice? Right in the snow. There's a 1.
But I'm an elf.
There's a 2.
At -3 for 3.
3. All right. I need 3 6s to save a crew. No, it's the next one. Who is it? It's you.
And then the Wraith Lord wants 4s. Wants 3s.
He's got a few guns. Which gun is this?
This is the Shuriken catapults.
All right. These are the small ones.
Yep. 2 at, I think it's -1 for 1 damage, but let's check. Because we like to have our rules right. -1 for 1.
6 up. Feel no pains. I lose 2 more. You 2. And that's you. And it's you. Because I like that blue shoulder pad.
And then the Shuriken cannon
Hits twice.
wants strength 6 2s. 2 wounds. -1 for 2 each.
2 each is going to be 6s. Come on. 6s. No. Oh, that's going to be... No, it's... Yeah, it'll be you. And it'll be... All right, fine. Blue shoulder pad.
And then the missile launcher will get D6. Which I think I'm going to use a 6 on.
So these are the strands of fate
We're
over
going
here.
to use a 5.
We'll use a 5 on the missile
Use
launcher.
a 5 on the missile launcher.
But he's still -1 to hit. He's going to whiff. Because he doesn't have any eyes.
Says, and this is his
Elf save.
Elf hits twice. Strength 4.
Toughness 3.
2 wounds at -1.
6 up. Feel no pains. 1 more crew comes down. It's going to be you, sir. Is it you? No, it's not going to be you. It's going to be you, sir.
The Falcon Grav Tank at your other squad of crew.
Here?
The Shuriken Cannon hits 4 times because I have sustained hits.
Mm-hmm.
Wants 2s because it is strength 6. And I am an elf. It's -1 for 2 damage each.
That -1. Everybody's got to have a -1. 6s, 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 6s.
Pulse Laser wants 3s. Misses. Bright Lance wants I'm sorry. Pulse Laser wanted 4s because you're -1 to hit. Bright Lance wants a 4 because you're -1 to hit.
No.
Misses.
I saw your first shot was money, though. That was all good shooting.
And then charging. charge the Rangers in there?
Yeah.
It just seems silly. It's going to be at least 10 inches for the Wraith Lord.
Who's going? Wraith Lord?
Wraith Lord's going to charge.
Get in here, Wraith Lord. Not on a 7.
Not on a 7. And that is, that's my turn.
All right, do you score?
I don't.
All right, well, in
I did
mine...
not capture the enemy outpost. I didn't bring it down. I don't have... Or I did have 2 command points. I could have done some new orders, but I didn't.
I scored 2 objectives. How many points are objectives worth in this game? Does my ethereal net me a command point? He does not. I moved 1 unit and my opponent yelled, Overwatch! And he's so excited because the Death Jester wants to overwatch the crew.
Strand of Fate.
Strand of Fate hits once.
And I'm going to treat this as a 6.
Because he can always hit 2 every Overwatch. And that turns into 9 hits.
Turns
8 hits.
8 hits.
Then you're going to wound on 2s.
And I'm an elf. 2, 4, 6, 7 at -1 for 2 damage each.
Well, I can't save -1 because I'm crew. So there's 7 of them.
Yes.
I'm going to save some of these because that guy's a buster. 6s. 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 No, come on, man. Just one of them. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's fine. I have enough left.
Do you?
I do. I do. Now, now I have to move every other unit in the army. The Tau have moved. I own this objective.
It only took eons.
I own this objective. Turn 2 for the Tau is always hard. My cards are Attempting Target, which is this target, and Secure No Man's Land, which is this target. So what I need to do, I already have it. I'm the only body near it. But I need to kill these Dire Avengers because they're terrifying because they're Dire Avengers. These crew hounds.
Is this the end of your movement phase?
My movement phase has ended. What you gonna do?
I want to read something first.
All right, we're gonna read first. The Crisis team has landed here. The whole blob of crew shifted over. This unit owes a battle shock test. These crew are battle shocked on Snake Eyes. The Crisis, or the Strike team has come over this way in range of the Wraith Lord, but my movement phase is over. Now, the Farseer knows something. He has read the Strands of Fate.
I'm going to play Phantasm.
Who's moving?
The Dire Avengers.
Where are they going?
Onto that objective.
Crazy.
Whose objective do you think this is?
Here comes the Dire
It's
Avengers.
not yours. That's for sure.
So the Dire Avengers have come forward to deny me the objective that I saw as being mine. And that was pretty cool.
Because I've got, like, what, everybody on there?
Looks like it.
Yeah.
So it's turn 2. We have moved. And now it is time to shoot.
My objective.
Things to see if I was still in range with the drones because I paid 70 points for those 4 drones. And those 4 drones are going to be heroes right now.
Didn't you take the drones off?
I took 1 squad of drones off.
Okay, there we go.
I could have 2 70-point squads of drones. Drones in the Dire Avengers hit on 5s. They've hit just twice. They wound on 3s. There's 2.
Lightning fast reaction.
Oh.
I'll wait now.
You want me to roll it again? I'll roll that
I
again.
don't, but I'm putting the command point there.
All right. So the drones put 2 wounds on your Dire Avengers.
2 wounds on Dire Avengers want 4s.
2 Dire Avengers. Now the Dire Avengers intend to play lightning fast reactions.
Yeah.
So the Vespid Stingwings are going to shoot the Dire Avengers, but now they will hit on 5s, not 4s. Oh, that 4 does not hit. So they're going to wound you on 3s. There's 6 wounds at -2 for 2 damage.
I want 5s. And I get 2. Who can read this dice, though?
You get 3. These crew here,
Still lightning fast reaction.
5s. Boy, howdy, do I need that Kion to start. Oh, here's 1. 3s. All right, 2 wounds, Dire Avengers.
Want 4s.
Oh, I'm going to have to charge. It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. These Fire Warriors into the Wraith Lord. They do better.
Not my Wraith Lord.
I really need that kind.
Toughness 11?
Still wounded on 6s.
Power dice are rolling a lot of 5s and 6s for you. He's toughness 11.
I don't wound. No wounds at all on that toughness 11. Here, it's going to be Crute rifles, pulse rifle. The Crute here into the Rangers. Hit just once and wound.
Going 5.
And then the pulse rifle on the Shaper, he hits once and he wounds. Shot, shot, shot. The Crutox. I'm sorry, but he's going into the Dire Avengers.
-1 hit?
He'll hit on 4s because he's by the Carnivores. He's hit once. He's going to wound you on a 2. That is a wound, and I believe that's -1.
I want a 4. Or a 5.
They're fine. The Dire Avengers won't die. The only thing I'll have to shoot here is the crisis suits. And they got to put everything into the boat because that's what they're doing here. All right, here we go. Crisis suits. We're going to start with the burst cannons. What's the toughness on that vehicle?
A Falcon Grav Tank is toughness 9, 12 wounds, and a 3-up.
Burst cannons first hit on 4s. Reroll 1s for the commander. Burst cannons wound on 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds at your regular save from burst cannons.
I take 1.
Plasma rifles. Hit twice. Wound once, AP 4 for 3 damage.
AP.
AP 3 for 3 damage.
AP 3 for 3? Man, that's going to be the 6 right here. Bam.
Strand of Fate save. Fusion blasters. I've hit 3 times. Strength 9, toughness 9, you say?
Toughness 9.
4s. There are 4 wounds. Those are AP
How
4.
is that 4 wounds if you only rolled 3 dice?
Pardon me, there's 3 wounds. I misspoke myself. But those are, because I was thinking AP 4. That's AP 4 for D6 or better.
There is no invuln save on a Falcon.
All right, I am not in melter range. So these are just D6. D6.
You don't get 11.
7, 8, 9. I'm going to spend 2 command points.
Man.
I'm going to re-roll this 2. To get, oh, come on, man. That was a 5 for a second. 8, 9, 10, 11. The wizard to make it out of the tank. And that is the end of my shooting. Oh, wait, I got Brightside left, but he declared the tank. So he's done. I'm going to put these crew hounds into the wizards.
Cool.
Crew hounds get an 8. I'm going to put those Vespid into the Dire Avengers. And they get a 4? Maybe. And then the unit that's behind them, they get a 7. 4 and 7, let's measure. And then these crew into those Rangers. And they get a 9. Let's start with the crew hounds into the wizards. Pile in. Pile in. Pile in. 3s. Crew hounds wound wizards. And 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds on your wizards. Your regular save. 1 save is made to the Strand of Fate. 3 saves are failed. Over here, we'll start with the Shaper because his card's right in front of me. He gets 3 attacks. Hits on 2s. Wounds on 3s. 1 wound from the Shaper. Saved. The Crew Carnivores, of which there are 5, they will hit on 3s. And they will wound on 4s. No, No, wait, they'll wound on 3s, but it's still only 1 wound. The Rangers are standing up to it. Over here, the Vespids. Pile in. Let's roll the Vespid together. This close combat could be going terribly for me right now. Vespids with their stinging claws are going to hit you on force. They've hit half the times. Stinging claws are going to wound on 3s. There are 4 wounds at -1 from stinging claws.
Lose 2.
But here come the Eldari fightbacks.
Dire Avengers with the squad of Vespid. Twice.
Wound twice.
And the Exarch. Wounds you 3 times at -2.
All right, so the 2 regular saves. Which squad was that? Does it matter?
Pick one.
All right, the regular saves go through. The -2s, that wipes the whole squad. Well, take the squad by the Exarch. I feel like he did the work. He's like, get off of my table. And depending on OC, that might save you that spot.
No.
Vespid are OC1.
Dire Avengers are OC1.
All right. Wizards on Hounds?
Yeah. And then...
Wounding Hounds. Toughness 3.
Are they infantry?
They are beasts.
3s. I'm an elf. Those are 2 damage each.
Then that wipes the squad of dogs.
And then I'm going to consolidate onto that objective. Yeah, I am.
So with a consolidation move backwards, the Eldar take the objective off the crew and deny me a lot of points. This fight back still needs to happen. Force. Rangers do well.
4, 5.
5. Is there an AP on those?
Probably not. The Rangers.
Crew save on 6s, and then have a 6-up feel no pain. I lose 4.
And then Illic.
Oh no, there's more!
Wants 2s. Elf. Wants. Strengths. 4.
Toughness 3.
3s. I am an elf. -1 for 2 damage each.
-1 for 2. First guy is dead, and then the Shaper loses
Sorry. -1 for 1.
-1 for 1. First guy is...
-2 for 1. I don't know why that's so hard. They're -2 for 1.
Well, the first guy clearly failed those feel no pain, so we'll let those go. And that's the Shaper as well, because I needed my feel no pains. So I feel like my turn 2 was all right for a second until you consolidated onto my objective over here. And all of a sudden it was all for naught. I did good damage, but that is the end of my turn 2. I do not get to score my targets because that is not my objective. Because I have 5 OC on it. What's the OC on a wizard?
1, and Eldrad is...
Eldrad's not on it though, so I think we're contested.
What do you mean on this?
He's more than 3 away.
Yes.
The turn 2 movement phase. It's gotten... So my friend, the Farseer, will not give up this game. My friend, the Farseer, is like, no, I'm going to win. And I believe him. So he's thinking hard. He has backed up.
It's so hard I turned the light off.
He's backed up the Dire Avengers into the woods. They have fallen back. They won't shoot and charge. But they have 3 OC on that objective. I have 5 OC on the objective. What's the range on these guys' guns?
18 inches.
You got everybody in?
I want to see.
Because
I didn't actually measure. I measured the front guy.
It's
This
going to
guy
be up.
in. Let's go this way, right? 18 inches? All day.
All right. It's going to be up to this unit to kill enough of these men to keep me from scoring this objective. Because this objective is going to score me 5 plus I'll get 10 victory points.
Like so many points on that objective.
I get 10 points on that objective. If these guys whiff, they can hang their heads in shame.
Yes.
The wizards have walked up because they can't, because I had to spend the command point to reroll the damage on the falcon. I couldn't strike and fade. And so these wizards, they walked up to all of this and they're going to sell their lives dearly, but they think that they can neuter this unit of crisis suits, and we've seen them do it before. Over here, my flank is collapsing. I got one unit of fire warriors and they're getting mobbed on by rangers, death jester, wraith lord. This is a tall order for the fire warriors to survive this. And even if they do survive, what are they doing over here, honestly?
What are they doing?
It's not even halfway through the game yet. So even though the Eldar are behind, they're still...
10th edition bloodier than 9th edition?
No, but our armies are not like, we're not meta armies. Like, nobody tries to do offense with Kroot, you know, like Kroot.
I think the Kroot are great.
I think the Kroot are great too.
They're hilarious.
Oh, see, that's the problem though. You think they're hilarious. If I was like a bloodthirsty player, I would have 3 blobs of crisis suits going your way. And hammerheads.
I wish you would bring 3 blobs of crisis suits. And
Oh,
hammerheads.
what fun is that? I need more Vespid because they're my
Crisis suits are
favorites.
terrifying. Vespid are pretty good,
I really like the Vespid.
but crisis suits are tough. Like how many? Like what's your full crisis suit list?
I currently own 9 crisis suits. 3 are done. I could put 3 more down, and then I have a Cold Star, which is Starcrunch, and I have an Enforcer suit, which I'm really looking forward to painting. So I could have 3 units of 3 crisis suits with a commander in each one, and that would be like less than 1,000 points.
That would be less than 1,000.
That's less than 1,000 points. It's almost 1,000 points. And then I would bring, I still had 3 hammerheads in the Skyray, and now I have 2 Riptides, thanks to the executive producer. And there's a Piranha he sent me, not counting my other stealth suits, which I have 6 more of. I also have another 50 Fire Warriors, like 40 Pathfinders, another 20 Kroot. My Tau backlog is ridiculous.
Where are all of your Tau, man?
Are
you not into the greater good?
So the problem is my Space Marines are easy to paint and my Tau are hard to paint. That's what it is. Look at the beautiful yellow and red. That ain't easy.
You did a great job on your Vespid.
I love them. I love that they look sticky and wet.
It bums me out that we would not cook together in the 41st millennium.
They would have sent you straight to the guard. You'd be dead already.
Oh, I'd be dead already. And you'd be a servitor.
Why? Because of the crime or the sloth? I don't know.
Yeah, pick one.
I probably would have ended up a servitor. I got in a lot of trouble when I was a kid. But they would have chosen you for the guard, and they would have put you on the first line, and you'd have been dead.
And I'd be... before you could even blink.
You'd have your soul snatched up by a demon, and you'd be like, what am I even doing here?
What am I even doing here, man?
This is why you fall to chaos, man. Just join the cult. Don't die for the Emperor. Seriously, man. Get you some warp dust. Hang out with Slanesh.
No, dude. I want to get like... I would totally try to hop onto like a rogue trader ship, you know? Where are we going, man?
The rogue trader would have to want you on his ship.
Yeah, exactly. And that seems like it could be kind of dangerous territory.
I don't know. You survive one battle, and you'd be like, I'm a veteran now.
Just one.
Yeah.
You just gotta get through the one.
Yeah. There's rarely a veteran who survived 3.
Yeah.
It's time for you to shoot.
How do you live as an Imperial Guardsman, you know?
You eat garbage. You do what
no,
you're told.
like, what's your plan? Like, wait.
How do I survive?
Yeah. How do you get past breath number 2 when you're on the line there? Do you hide behind the next guy?
I hate to say it, but I use my jovial sense of humor and my natural charisma to get myself a cushy position, a la Don Rickles in Kelly's Heroes. You ever seen Kelly's Heroes?
No.
Don Rickles, his job is he sorts the boxes, he counts the numbers, he hands out the bullets. That's his job, and he insults people because he's Don Rickles.
Yeah.
That's how. Or
pretty good job.
I end up being a cook, probably.
What do they call him? Gun librarian?
I don't remember his name. If you haven't seen Kelly's Heroes, I really recommend it. Okay. It's Donald Sutherland, Don Rickles, and Clint Eastwood stealing gold from Germans in the World War II.
So yeah, he's like the gun librarian.
It's a good movie.
All right.
Eldred wants to doom somebody.
Eldred is going to doom
Better not roll a 1, Eldred.
He's going to doom that crisis team.
The crisis team is indeed doomed.
We are going to shoot them with our destructor power.
Here comes the destructor power.
It's a torrent D6. Do I want to use a strand of fate? I do. I've decided I have.
One of the dice is a 5.
And the other dice?
Is a 3. 8 hits on the Crisis team. Oh, they're feeling the psychic Eldar power.
2, 4, 6, 8 hits.
We can endure.
Strength 5.
Toughness 5.
+1 to wound.
Is going to be 3s.
3s.
Not bad. The Eldar do well.
6 wounds at -1 for 1 damage each.
6 wounds at -1. The first guy only has 5 wounds to start out with because he's got. They start with 4 wounds plus 2 drones. So here's the first guy. He's got 6 wounds all day, 4 wounds plus 2 drones. These are -1. These are 4s. Oh, he's got 1 wound left. Drones go. 1 wound left on you, sir.
Eldred has a shuriken pistol, and then he's going to mind war.
Commander Brightside. All right, here comes the shuriken pistol to finish off the Crisis
It'd
suit.
be cool if we could just crunch him. He hits you on a 2.
He hits.
Assault pistol, strength 4.
Toughness 5.
+1 to wound is a 4.
No wound.
And then
Here comes the Mind War against
precision.
Commander Brightside.
I want to hit you on a 2.
Mind War hits.
I am strength 5.
I am Toughness 5.
So I could be strength 5 or anti-character 4. Toughness 5, but I would wound you on a 3 with Doom. So I want a 3. There's a wound at -2 for D6.
-2 for D6. -2 is 5. Ooh, I'm going to spend my 2 command points. 5 for the greater good. No, there's a 1 and a 2. Hit me with your D6.
I want a D6.
With a 3. That takes away the drone. It also took away my 2 command points.
Which was
Significant.
critical.
And now Commander Brightside has 3 wounds left. This guy has 1 wound left. We've lost some drones. That was bad. Could have been worse.
Here we go. 20 shots from the Guardians.
Guardians hitting Vespid on 3s probably.
Rah.
They do well.
I'm an elf. Force. I'm an elf. What is that dice?
It's so shadowy over here. It's dark. What is that? That's a ton. That's 8 of them?
8.
All right. I need the Vespid to live.
Shuriken catapult is -1.
Why is everything in your army -1? It drives me crazy.
8 of them.
Not to be done here. 5s. Oh, yeah, you don't do well at all. This was a 5, I assure you, when I touched it. But that's a guy. That wipes the squad, Guardians. Oh, the Eldar are turning everything around right now.
That Crisis team is still a problem.
Yeah, but they're going to be alone in a second. It's going to be Crisis Team Kroot and Kroot Hounds against the world. Oh, let's not forget the 70 points of drones over there, though.
Can't forget those guys.
Because they're going to save the day. Their job is to deal with the Dire Avengers.
Wraith Lord at the Fire Warriors.
All right, Fire Warriors are Toughness 3.
Actually, we're going to start with this guy at the Fire Warriors.
Toughness 3, 4 up, and a 5 up, feel no pain.
I'm out of 6s to use in my
Good.
first table, so I just have to roll, like a buster.
But there's a 6, and you're going to turn another one into 6, so you got 8 hits.
Yeah. Oh, I'm an elf.
You got 9 hits.
Yeah.
No, this dude is a problem. He's a real problem.
Is he cool or what?
I'm going to send my Kalitas assassin into him.
That's gonna be brutal.
Yeah, he's just going to walk right up to
He's
him.
gonna be bubble wrapped in the Rangers. If your assassin gets 2 characters out of that combat, though, I'm gonna be really up the sorrowy sadness river, crying my paddle.
I'm really looking forward to rolling a couple thousand points of Marines, but then having the Assassinorium just supporting them because they're not the whole army. Then what are they gonna do?
Be scary.
Yeah, I hope so.
Okay. What did I just do?
You are gonna shoot
I hit
him.
you a bunch of times.
Yes.
I'm strength 6.
Toughness 3.
I want 2s. Rah, and I'm an elf. And that's gonna be. This is devastating. So that's 2. And these are -1 for 2 damage each.
They're all -1 for 2 damage each.
6.
So that is just
7 all day. But
gone through. -1 is going to be 5s. I've saved 2. And they're 2 each.
Yes.
5 up, feel no pains. The first guy. Come on.
Do it. No, I believe in him.
No, he died. The second
He
guy
did.
is dead. The third guy lives.
Lives.
The fourth guy is dead. The fifth guy is dead. 1, 2, 3. Actually, no, let's go from the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The Rangers at that
It's so gnarly.
They moved, so they're gonna hit you on 3s. What? Oh, I'm an elf. Yes. Look at all those.
They hit a ton.
Want strength 4.
Toughness 3.
Want 3s.
Looks like there's 4 of them.
Led by Illick.
There's 7 of them.
The 6s are.
Because there's 5 6s.
Oh no, they're not. It's just all -1 for 2 damage.
All right. So there's 7 of them?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 5. All right. So -1 is 5s. So we've saved 2, and then they're 2 damage each.
Yes.
Dude, enough of you. Eldar. First guy dies. Second guy dies. Third guy dies. Fourth guy dies. Last guy. The ethereal stands alone. Lonely ethereal.
Lonely ethereal.
All my friends are dead.
I want to shoot your crew dogs, but I feel cheeky about it. You know?
Oh, you can't shoot him through all that. The walls are ruined. The boxes. Who are you shooting with?
The Wraithward.
You're silly. You're like, here's this easy shot that anybody can see plain as day. Here's this shot. Oh my God, that's funny. Yeah, dude, you go ahead and take that shot. That's hysterical. Let the internet see that.
What?
There's your shot.
That's his head right there. You can see it. You can see his missile launcher. No, I'm kidding.
You're funny.
You're right. I'm silly.
No, you better kill this ethereal now, otherwise I'll get a command point in my command phase.
For what? Oh, right.
So, this guy has to shoot, and that's all you're shooting.
Yes. He's going to shoot at the ethereal. D6. For 2 shots that hit you on 4s. And wound you on 3s. At -1.
5s. He takes, is it 1 wound each?
Yes.
Oh, it gets rid of the drones.
The shuriken catapults.
Oh no.
I don't know. And then they want 3s because I'm strength 4 at -1.
Again, I save, oh, not those dice. 5s. Oh, he takes 2. He's down to 1 wound left. Don't tell me you're out of shots.
No, I've got a shuriken catapult. That wants force.
Hit once.
And then wants
Toughness 3.
2 at -1 for 2 damage.
All right, here we go for the ethereal. I need a 5. I get it.
That's insane.
He lives.
He's alive. You're gonna get a command point.
Do you have any charges anywhere?
I think I'm gonna charge the crisis suits.
With these guys? Okay. You know they can shoot in combat, right?
Yeah, I do know. I do remember that.
If I had a command point, I'd overwatch the shit out of you. But
No,
I don't
I
have
think
one.
I think that's that is my turn. I knocked a
No.
drone off.
If you don't charge with them, I'm gonna shoot and charge them on my turn.
Yeah, I bet
It
you
might
will.
be their last. This might be their last chance. I mean, you go into the crew are more.
We're gonna charge into the crew. Yeah.
It's just it's such a. This
Why
is
did
such,
I have such a stroke there? What was I thinking?
it's just such a long charge.
I had
to
a
the crisis
momentary
suits.
lapse of judgment. We're charging the crew for sure. And on a 7?
I'm sure you get there on a
Yeah,
7.
that was a gosh.
These wizards know that they're in a bad spot. They are going to try to make their deaths mean something.
We're gonna try. That's for sure.
Wizards.
Yep.
Hit 3 times, but he's an elf. Hit 4 times.
And I am anti-infantry 2.
All right. It's 3 wounds. 3 wounds.
2 damage each.
2 damage each. Do I get a save?
Yep.
6s. Saved 1. 6s. 6s. I lose you and you. And now Eldrad?
Once.
Eldrad's going to do it himself.
2s. 2s.
3 wounds.
-1 for 2 each.
First guy dies. Second guy lives. Third guy dies. Oh, is it Captain Crew? Oh, I'm sorry, Captain Crew. No, Captain Crew, you stay. Get rid of these guys. Now, my crew have to pile in. Here's the fight back. There are 10 crew that can fight, and the Shaper did not make it in. They'll get 2 attacks each. Lightning fast reactions has been thrown into the bucket to save the wizards from the crew, who are now going to hit you on 4s. Now the crew are going to hit you at strength 4. They have wounded you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 wounds on your wizards.
That's too many.
No, it's going to be just fine.
Wizards want 4s. I'm going to shrug one.
1 wound has been shrugged. 5 wounds to go on the wizards unit. Oh, rock solid they live. That's funny. But that is the end of your turn too. Do you score any points?
Did I kill any crisis suits?
No.
Did I take your objective?
No.
Then no.
Well, I am really hurt. Do I owe you battle shock test anywhere? I don't. But this is the table. It's a big old table, and there are Eldar all over. There's Eldar. And I have this unit of drones in the corner, and then my footprint here. The dogs, the carnivores, the Krutoks, and the crisis suits. And I have to continue the game this way. However, I score 4 points for that objective because it's still mine. And I score 2 points for this. That's 6 points on primary. And then I have to score this objective because that's where all my points are. In my turn 3, the Kion begins. My Ethereal is still alive. Does he give me a command point? He does. Good job, man. So I have moved. The drones have come forward. I got a big job for them. They got 8 twin-linked, strength 5 shots. Can they kill 3 elves? The crisis suits have all jumped over this way, and I've put my only 2 command points on the objective. That is for the strike and fade after they shoot to go score me those 10 points. I left the carnivores in, but I rounded the dogs around the corner so the dogs can charge in and fight first here. And then the Krutoks has come forward, and he'll put 2 shots into the Guardians for what it's worth. The Ethereal made a big advance running down the street this way. He's probably doomed, and there's a lot of hurt going on here, but I think I'm abandoning this part of the field. So now I have to shoot. I'm going to start with the Krutoks into the Guardians. 3s. He said just once. And let's not forget, it is the Kion. He's going to wound you on a 2.
Who's shooting?
The Krutoks into the Guardians. He rolled a 1 and failed the wound.
Okay.
Carnivores can't shoot. Dogs don't have guns. Gun drones over here.
Where?
Into the Dire Avengers.
Okay.
Gun drones into Dire Avengers. 5s.
1 hit.
1 hit.
Explode.
So that 70-point unit there.
Hit once.
Hit once.
A deep strike.
And put a wound on you.
I want 4. Am I in the cover?
Sure, you're in the woods.
Sure. There we go.
All right, so 70 points of drones, they're coming. When they finally get to the objective, they have OC0 too.
Oh, sweet. Here come the crisis suits, though, to save the day.
Here come the crisis suits to save the day. The problem is that I got to find out which of these crisis suits can see those Dire Avengers. It's such. And so this guy here in Commander Brightside can see the Dire Avengers. These guys can't. So these guys will put all of their guns, except for the fusion blasters, are out of range. So they're going to put their plasma rifles and their burst cannons into the Guardians. These guys will put Oh, it seems silly. It seems silly. But yeah, I need them dead. These guys will put everything into the Dire Avengers. I'm wrong. These 3 crisis suits into here, right side alone into the Dire Avengers. And we are going to start with bright side into the Dire Avengers. He wants 2s. With 2 explosions, we're going to reroll that crooked dice. With 2 explosions, he's hit you 10 times on 8 dice.
That's annoying.
He is going to wound you on 2s. There are 9 wounds at AP 1 for 2 damage each.
I'm in the woods.
You are in the woods. AP 1.
Come on, show me a handful of 4s. I lose everybody.
It was a good roll, though. Now, I'm going to spend these 2 command points to move my crisis suits onto that objective. The crisis suits have made it to the good objective, and now we will charge the Crute Hounds into the wizards. And on an 8, they smash into the back of the now surrounded wizards, and they attack.
Lightning fast reactions.
The wizards have played lightning fast reactions. So the Crute Hounds, who have smashed into the back of the wizards, will hit them on 4s. And nothing. I got to re-roll that because that's a mess.
Brush some of that snow.
I got to stop rolling them in the snow.
Yeah.
So that saved you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. That saved you 5 hits, and I only hit 4 times. But now the dogs will wound you on 4s. There's 2 wounds from the dogs on your wizards.
Wizards want 4s.
1 wound on a wizard.
Wizard takes a wound.
But now the wizards get to fight back.
And they're gonna fight back.
Who are they going to fight back on?
They're gonna fight back on the Crute, of course.
Wizards on Crute.
Here we go. We want 3s.
Oh, no. No. Hit once.
Want a 2. There's a wound. For 2 damage.
Is there a minus on it?
No.
6. No. 2 damage. No, we've lost. Sorry, Captain Crute, it's got to be you.
Eldrad says 2s.
You're darn right he does.
And then Eldrad says 2s.
Look at those 3 6s. 6s. Nothing. 2 damage each?
Yes. -1 for 2 damage.
Oh, I didn't get my saves then, but here's the... It's not like I'm going to make these. All right, so that's... I've made a couple of them now. So it's got to be you. It's got to be... Actually, I don't want it to be you. I want it to be you, and you.
Because you want to get that shape.
Yeah. Well, he'll have to wait. Because I can fight now. I still don't think I can get him in. That was smart of you. I should have pulled this guy, and I could have pulled the Shaper in. Mm-hmm. Oh, well. Too late now. Pile in. Oh, I might still be able to, because I could put him here. Pile in. Bam. I wouldn't even have thought of that if you wouldn't have said anything.
So, no, you got to get that Shaper in there.
2. I'd never win if you didn't help me.
Get the job done.
7 Crute and the Shaper. So now the Crute Carnivores swing back. And they're going to hit you at -1, 4s. And that saved you a couple of hits. And then they're going to wound you on 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 wounds on the Carnivores, on the Wizards.
6 wounds on the Wizards, huh? I think I'm going to shrug one again.
The Wizards shrug a wound with fate.
They're just like, gotta brush that one off. And then 5 to go, huh?
Yeah, you can do it.
Man.
Last stand of the Wizards here.
Yeah, 5 to go, want 4s.
And the Shaper still has to swing. So we've...
Killed both Wizards.
Eldrad stands alone. The Shaper hits him on 2s. He hits 3 times. However, Eldrad makes the unit toughness 4 now.
Yes.
So it's still 3s though. There's 3 wounds on Eldrad, regular saves.
He wants 4s as well. And he fails all 3.
How many wounds does he have left?
2.
Eldrad stands on 2 wounds. Defiant in the middle, but still alive. at the end of Tau turn 3, I score a lot of points. Because I still have that objective. I have this objective, that's 5 for No Man's Land. And then I've got my tempting target, that's another 5. 10 point to the Tau. Going into Eldar
I
turn.
don't think that's how that works.
Which one?
For No Man's Land?
Secure No Man's Land.
Oh, that's a secondary.
Yes.
So
So
you score in your primary.
that I'd scored 6 on my primary.
How?
Because I owned 4 for this one and 2 for this one.
7.
I get 1 more point. I'm sorry. Good job. I would never win if you didn't help me.
Are you sure? Can you see the score?
2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, when did this ever happen? But also, more importantly, I get to get rid of my cards. And now we go into Eldar turn 3, where they have a lot more models on the board, but I'm running away with the score.
But 0 points.
They have 2 points. But look
I
at
have 4 points.
all the hurt on the table. Look at all the hurt that's left. Your big pile of hurt's just kind of in the wrong spot, but they'll get here. The Eldar have moved. It is the bottom of turn 3, Eldar turn 3. I want so badly to talk my opponent into playing a gambit. Scary from Skodcast Battle Reports is apparently winning tournaments with gambits now, and apparently he's doing it with Dark Eldar, and I think that's just cool. And if you win this game with a gambit, because you have control of the board, I just have the points. If you win with the gambit, not only do you win the game, but you win cool points. So what's happened is the Rangers have walked over here to this objective and taken it off of me, not my objective. They also still hold their home objective. The Wraith Lord has rounded the corner. He wants to charge the Ethereal, get up the road. Eldrad stayed stuck in, but these men are coming to his rescue. And they are going to charge into the Crew Hounds and into the Carnivores and maybe save their guy. And then the Death Jester has moved because he was out of range. He wasn't shooting anything. So he's come down, and maybe in the next turn he'll start getting shots off at something. But now we are into your shooting phase.
Yeah, well, Eldrad's going to doom a unit.
Yes.
The crew.
They're already toughness 3. You can't see anybody else, can you?
Can I see it? I mean,
Is anybody shooting at the crisis suits?
some of the Guardians will.
Oh, you can see the crisis suits.
We're gonna...
Otherwise, you can wound the crew on 2s.
We're gonna doom the crisis suits.
Doing the crisis suits.
Because I need the crisis suits to be.
The crisis suits feel icky all of a sudden.
Yeah. 8 of the Guardians will shoot at the crisis suits. 2 can't really see around this tank.
Okay.
So they'll shoot at the crew tax.
Okay. Are they in range of the crew tax?
18 inches?
All right, I believe you. I swear their guns used to be way shorter.
They used to be 12.
And they sucked then, so they got a boost.
Let's check that, right?
I believe you.
Shuriken catapults are 18 inches. 2 shots, hit you on 3s.
Tough.
Are crew tax stealth?
No. He's toughness 5, though.
Toughness 5, I want 5s. I get 1.
All right.
And
1.
-1 for 1.
-1 is just going to go through my 6 up, and he takes a wound. He's got 3 left.
3s at your crisis suits.
Yeah, my crisis suits.
I have an elf. Here we go.
Toughness 5.
Strength 4, but you're doomed.
I'm doomed.
So it'll be 4s.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 at -1.
6 at -1 is going to be 4s. 6 at -1. 6 at -1 is 4s. I've taken 3 wounds, which is going to kill you. 1, 2, 3. Who's next, sir?
Eldrad has a shuriken pistol.
Yes. He wounds.
-1.
6 and feel no pain. No. It's you, sir. Bet.
And then he's going to use his Mind War power on the Shaper to get rid of that 6-up feel no pain that I hate so much.
Can you do that in close combat?
It's a ranged weapon.
But is it a pistol? You shoot pistols in close combat.
That's true. It's psychic.
Does that mean you can do it in close combat?
I'm gonna look it up.
Okay. A pistol has killed a crew carnivore. The Guardians have killed a crisis suit. These men are doomed. He can't see anything. These guys can't see anything. Tell me about him.
No, he's just gonna charge that ethereal.
So are you into your charge phase now?
Yeah.
Who would you like to charge first?
The Wraith Lord's gonna charge that ethereal.
Let's see you whiff this charge. That's a 6. Where's the bendy stick? You can't see it because it's invisible. 6 inches. Ooh, I'll give it to you. Although it's not kind or polite. In fact, I'd call it downright mean. Any other charges? How about these Guardians into the dogs?
Those Guardians really
Are you going into the dogs and the crew?
Yeah.
It's the difference of a half an inch. Half an inch is not long.
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
All right, Guardians and crew into the crew and the dog. They already rolled a 5, and they get an 8 all day. I bet you that does it. We measured 5, didn't we?
Everybody's on the road.
So they get another inch for being on the road.
9 inches.
Here come Guardians to save their leader. This is gonna be impressive.
If they can save Eldrad, it'd be cool.
Yeah. Oh, dude. So save Eldrad and then win with a gambit, please. Please. It's just for the theater.
This game has gone horribly wrong for me so far.
But you can win with a gambit, but you got to save Eldrad first.
Actually, 9 guys get in.
Yeah, I will not contest that. 9 guys get in. And they swing first.
We swing first. We're gonna swing at the crew.
Not the dogs?
No, we're not. We're not really afraid of the dogs.
Somebody-
Although one guy will have to swing at the dogs. 2 guys will have to swing at the dogs because that's all they can fight.
Yeah, I agree with that.
2 guys at the dogs.
Dogs first.
Hit
Hit.
once.
Toughness 3.
Want a 4. Gosh, this combat is gonna be ugly. And then the other guys, 2 at the dogs, which leaves 7 on the crew, who want mother loving 3s, and I'm an elf. Wow, that's a lot of 1s.
All right, well, you've hit 4 times at least. 5 times. Strength 3, toughness 3. We're looking for 4s.
I'm an elf.
2 wounds.
That was pathetic, Guardians.
First, we want a 6. Then we want 6s. Nope. So we got to lose you men in the back. Now, this right here.
Is this just downright mean?
If he lives, I'm going to get a command point in my command phase. If you fail to kill him, you might as well hang up your dice and switch to the harmonica.
I'm gonna hit you on 4s.
He's hit 3 times.
I am strength.
Oh, I'm toughness
10.
3. It's going to be
strength 10,
2s.
and I'm an elf.
2 wounds.
2 wounds at -3 for d6 plus 1.
2 5s right here. 5s.
It's not impossible.
No, he dies. Good day, sir.
Can I consolidate onto that objective?
You might as well be on the moon.
I got 4 inches. I get a +1. I'm on the road.
Still. I have to fight back with a Shaper, 5 crew carnivores, and 4 crew hounds. A command point has been spent for lightning fast reactions.
We're trying to keep him alive.
These 3 dice here, the Shaper, we'll do him in a second. We start with the crew. -1 to hit is 4s. Saved you 2 hits. Wounding you on 4s. There are 4 wounds on Eldrad. He's got 2 to go.
Eldrad wants Mother Loving 4s. And he's totally dead. Yeah.
Eldrad has died. I declared the Shaper on Eldrad, so he won't get to swing.
Mm-hmm.
And then the dogs on the Guardians, they say 3s. And then they say 4s. Oh, just one wound on the Guardians.
They're fine.
All right, so this was a valiant effort. But what's happened here is the Wraith Lord owns the road. The Rangers own the entire right side of the table. This is stuck in, and my entire might of my army is right here on the far edge. Do you score any points for your cards?
I scored 2 points for Bring It Down, because I killed the Crisis.
Ooh. Bring it down. Now we go into Tau, turn 4, where I no longer hold my money objective, so I only get 2 points on the objective. But I get to draw new cards. What's that?
You have 5 points.
Oh, yeah! I forgot I picked this up. Oh, running away with it now. I'm going to draw new cards. It's going to be Storm Hostile Objective. Get that one. Or just get one that you own. And no prisoners. Top of turn 4, I scored 2 points and 5 points for my objectives. I am running away with the score. I fell the Kroot back and I fell the Kroot Hounds back because I need to kill things, but there's nothing really over here to kill other than the Guardians. And I need to storm hostile objectives, but those are all the other objectives on the other side of the board. So I pulled those units back, and then I moved the Kroot Talks up, and the Crisis Suits moved up, but they only moved up far enough so they could still see the Guardians. We're going to try to kill the Guardians this turn, and then on my next turn, storm a hostile objective. The drones are also over here. I didn't move them all the way up either. They advanced, but I have to consider this Death Jester here who's been problematic. So we're going to shoot. I don't have much to shoot with. We're going to start with the Kroot Talks into the Guardians. He's hit you twice. He's wounded you twice, Guardians. And they are fine. They don't care. And so now the Crisis Suits are going to shoot at the Guardians.
Lightning fast reaction.
-1 to hit. So we're going to start with the Plasma Rifles. Hit twice with an explosion. Wound on 2s. There are 2 wounds at -3 for 3 damage each.
Seems like overkill, but okay.
Fusion guns, they both miss. The burst cannons hit on. Burst cannons will hit on. Did you say lightning fast reactions? It's 5s?
Yes.
No, it's 5s. Reroll the 1 for the captain. No explosions. 3s. There's 3 wounds, regular saves.
1 4s.
2 more. And then the commander himself, Commander Brightside, throws Deca at Guardians. And he's hit you once more than he threw. And but he can re-roll that because he's leading a squad, but it's still. And then he's going to wound you on 2s. Those are all at -1 for 2 damage.
5s.
3 more.
But.
The Kroot Talks charges the Guardians. He's in on a 7. The Kroot Talks gets to swing. He's usually dead turn 1. He's going to hit you on 3s. Oh no, he only hit you once. He's going to wound you on a 2. There's 1 wound from the Kroot Talks at AP 1. And there are 2 Guardians still alive.
With.
But still, you deny me points because I needed to kill them to score points. That is the end of my turn 4. We go into Eldar turn 5 where you score 7 points. And are you going to Gambit? Snipers rule your Eldar army, and your Rangers who have claimed this objective have climbed the shipping container, and 2 of them, believe it or not, have sight and range on the Crisis Suits. The Death Jester, you knew he would win the game himself. He's come out to defend the home objective and probably murder some Crisis Suits. And then the Wraith Lord has rounded the corner, grabbed my home objective, and he means to do some killing, and these brave Guardians have stayed in. Wraith Lord?
Wraith Lord is going to shoot at
The Crisis team?
Commander Brightside.
What? I am going to spend a command point, and I'm going to play stem injectors on them, so they'll have a 6-up feel no pain this turn.
my favorite thing.
Oh, so he's not precise. He's shooting at the unit.
Well, yeah, you're right. He's shooting at the crisis suits.
Here we go.
2 hits.
He's hit twice.
0 wounds, right?
I'm toughness 5.
You are toughness 5.
But you have more gun than that.
I sure do.
Here comes the Wraith Lord's next gun.
That was just the shuriken catapults. Over here, the shuriken cannon.
Into the crisis team. Hits twice.
And explodes.
3 hits.
6.
Toughness 5.
3s.
Oh no.
I'm going to use the Star Shot missile. 1 shot. Hit you on a 4. I'm an elf.
Hits.
Strength 10.
Toughness 5.
I want a 2. There's a 2.
What's the AP on that weapon?
That's going to be -2 for D6.
Uh-oh. 4 up invulnerable save. I don't make it. I'm going to spend... Oh, no. No, yeah, I'm going to spend a command point.
2 command points.
Oh, I am going to spend 2 command points. Oh, no. That changes everything. That's because I'm going to need to strike and fade to get over there and claim that objective. I think I just got to leave the suit. All right. Hit me with your damage.
D6. I already used mine.
He goes down to 2 wounds.
Come on.
Dude, that sucked. That hurt so bad.
All right, the Ranger
Hits.
Strength 4, wants 5, but he's being led by Illic.
But Illic himself is going to kill a crisis suit.
Wants 2, wants a Strength 6.
Toughness 5. You want a
Wants
3.
3.
There's
That's
the wound.
devastating wounds.
And those wounds devastate.
-3 for 3.
All right. So I paid for a 6 up, feel no pain. -3 for 3. I don't get any. You've killed a crisis suit. I am down to 2 crisis suits.
And then this guy.
Who's he shooting at?
Shoot at this crisis.
Why?
Because they have to go.
Well, those dogs are going to go eat them.
No, they're not. Are they?
That's where they're going. Are you going to kill those crisis suits? Who's just going to shoot them to death?
I don't
And
think
leave the
that,
dogs that are going to eat him with tooth and fang?
I don't think the dogs are going to eat him.
When he dies, he'll be covered in saliva.
I don't think the dogs are going to eat him.
All right, shoot my crisis suits.
Use.
Hit twice.
I'm an elf.
Hit 3 times.
And I'm going to use my power to turn this to a 6.
So you've hit me 9 times.
6, 9. That are strength 6.
Toughness 5.
And want 3s. I'm an elf.
That's not the best roll I ever saw.
That's 4 at -1 for 2 damage each.
All right, so we'll start with the saves. 4 at -1 are 4s. I've made 2. I've failed 2. They're 2 damage each. It's 4 wounds. My lead guy has 5. So he takes 3 wounds. It gets rid of his drone. And he has 2 to go.
Ready for this?
Yes.
Death is not enough. After this model is shot, if one or more of the attacks destroyed an enemy model, that enemy model must take a battle shock test.
So my crisis suits need to take a battle shot test.
Yes.
I got a 3. I got a 9.
I'm sure that is.
And that's going to be fine.
Okay. That was the shooting phase. So now we're going to charge.
Who's going to charge?
The Wraith Lord is going to charge the Crutox.
Crutox is stuck in, can't do a thing about it. 9 probably does it.
+1 for the road.
I'm sure you're in. I'm sure you're in.
I should have added the Crute to that.
That's fine. I'm going to play a command point and heroically intervene with the crew.
Can you?
I'm not going. That would be silly. I was joking.
Here goes the Wraith Lord on the Crutox. Wants 4s. Wants 2s.
Because I'm toughness 5.
I'm an elf. Wants 2s. Hey, you stand up and be proud to defend your objective. Wants 2s. At minus good 3 for D6 +1.
That just kills him. I got no save at -3. And I only got 3 wounds left. And that's just him.
I don't even have to roll the +1.
You don't. So that is the end of turn 4.
I score points.
Tell me what you score.
I scored 8 points for capturing the enemy outpost.
Hey, that's a good score. Top of turn 5. Tau turn 5. I score 5 points for having that objective, and that's it. I ended my movement phase, and the Death Jester's like, peace out.
Phantasm.
Did you take me out of my 12 inches?
I think I'm about to, yeah.
From both units?
Yeah.
Well, okay.
And then, gosh, should I overwatch those drones too?
My 70-point drones?
No.
Is that unit of drones more expensive than the Death Jester? How many points is the Death Jester?
He's great.
Because that unit of drones is 70 points.
That unit of drones is 70 points. You ready to hear how much the Death Jester's worth?
Yes.
It's going to blow your face off. Because the Death Jester is worth a whopping frosted tips 105 points with his enhancement.
Well, I believe it. How much is the enhancement?
15.
It's a good enhancement. All right, so the Death Jester has pieced out. I can no longer shoot at him.
Yes.
Is the Crisis Team battle shot? They are not. So, are you overwatching me?
We're going to
This guy didn't take his wounds with him.
overwatch the Crisis Team, yeah.
Bryce should have. Yeah, he does. All right.
Okay, here we go.
All right, Overwatch from the Wraith Lord onto the Crisis Team.
Catapults.
Misses.
Shuriken Cannon.
Hits.
Sustained hits.
Hits twice.
And I'm an elf.
Toughness 5.
Wants 3s. And I'm an elf. 1 at -1 for 2 damage.
4. We're fine. He's got another gun though, right?
Missile launcher, D6.
5 shots.
Wants 6s. Big one.
I see 2 6s.
Wants
Toughness 5.
5s. Ouch.
Nothing.
Come on, Wraithlord, you almost did it.
So we're gonna start here. We're gonna shoot all the crew into these Guardians. Crew carnivores are -1 to hit the Guardians, so they're going to shoot and hit on 5s with 3 explosions.
Ouch.
But those 4s didn't hit. And so that helps. Then we're going to wound you on 3s. There are 6 wounds, Guardians.
They're dead.
No, yes, they have died. That's 2 points for me. The Death Jester was going to be my other 2 points, but he doesn't get to be 2 points. Now, the Crisis Suit's into the Raging Gun is out.
Yeah.
The Burst Cannon hits 4 times, no explosions. Wounds on 1 wound. You're toughness 9, right?
I'm toughness 10.
Oh, then that doesn't wound at all.
I'm toughness 11.
Doesn't wound at all. The Plasma Rifle hits. Fails to wound. The Fusion Gun is out. And then Commander Brightside. Brightside into the Wraith Lord. He hits every time with 1 explosion. He is strength 7. He's going to wound you on 5s. Just 1 wound at -2 wounds, -1 for 2 damage.
3s. For 2 damage?
Yes.
It takes 4 wounds.
Takes 4 wounds. What's he down to?
6.
6 wounds left on this mighty man at the end of the game. I'm going to spend 2 command points to strike and fade that unit onto the objective. And that is going to be the end of my game, quite literally. Boom. 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 And then at the end, I score 2 points for no prisoners. And I score 5 victory points for taking a hostile objective. The other have moved. The Death Jester walked up. He wants to take the objective by murdering the Crisis Suits. He gets 3 shots.
I've hit you 1 sustained hit, and then
This 1 turns into a 6 because of your enhancement.
sure, and then 3s, and then I'm an elf, and then these are devastating. Or no, they're not. Are they? Yes, you got 3 at -1 for 2 damage, or 4 at -1 for 2 damage each that are devastating,
Oh,
and then 2 you can save.
okay. The 2 I can save, I don't save. So 6 go through, and how many wounds are those?
2 each.
So I just took 12 wounds to that unit. Is that a moral victory?
You couldn't have rolled 6 at a better time.
I gotta point out, turn 1, I vowed to murder this guy, and he's still here. He's still pretty, and we gotta count the score. And I don't know if you won, but this guy's a winner. This guy feels like a winner.
You know what? I score objectives at the end of my turn.
Yeah, what you got?
5 for assassination.
5 for assassination. So the Tau had a strong start. The Eldar came on strong at the end. Let's count. 52 to 39 is not so bad, particularly because you damn near tabled me. I got my 70-point drone unit, my dogs, that's OC0 over there for everything, and these crew. And if this were a 7th edition game where we went on to 7 turns, I would just get tabled in my next turn. And so, yeah, I outscored you. I got real lucky early. I had real good card draws early. And the game ended up being closer at the end. I liked it. I had a lot of fun because I always have fun. And I loved how you shut down this side of the field, but then all of your assets couldn't shoot through all the debris. And I liked that I claimed everything over here, but then all my entire army was stuck over here and couldn't do anything about that. And I thought the table was good. I liked it. I liked the crystally tree in the middle. That made me happy.
I like the crystally tree.
I also thought for a second, I thought that your guardians were going to come save Eldrad, and then you were going to win the game on a gambit, and I was pumped up for
I
that.
was not going to be. No, you wanted me to be.
Anyway, if I had to pick a player of the game, it's the Death Jester, and I hate him.
Yeah.
He's my new...
I think he's great.
Of course you think he's great. He is great. And I'm really sorry that he's dead because I vowed to kill him, and he laughs at me. Mm-hmm. He laughs. But now I'm going to turn the phone off. I had a great day. I'm super glad you came over and we made it because it's a better week if we get to play Warhammer.
Oh, I was way tired. I should have been sleeping.
Yeah, well, you should do a lot of things, but instead you suffer. Good day, everybody.